They say the older you get, the more you realize who truly matters. But in my golden years, I've realized something even deeper. I don't need friends anymore. And if you stay with me, I'll tell you why. First, the illusion of lifelong friendships. In my youth, I had many friends. People I trusted, people I laughed with, people I swore would be by my side for a lifetime. We talked about growing old together, about always being there for each other. But here's the truth they don't tell you when you're young. Friendships don't always last. No matter how much love you pour into them, no matter how strong you think they are, time has a way of pulling people apart. Life happened. People got married. People moved away. Priorities changed. And suddenly, the ones I thought would always be there weren't. And I was left asking myself, was it ever real? Or was it just a phase of life that I mistook for permanence? There were friendships that faded naturally, not out of malice, but because we were meant to go down different paths. And there were friendships that ended in betrayal. Those hurt the most. But the end result was the same. I was left alone, wondering what I had done wrong. Second, the pain of betrayal and disappointment. If you live long enough, you'll see people's true colors. You'll see how easily they forget the kindness you've shown, how they only reach out when they need something, how they disappear when you have nothing left to give. I have been betrayed by people I would have given my life for. I have helped others when they were at their lowest, only to be abandoned when I needed them the most. And that's when I learned, not all friendships are built on love. Some are built on convenience. The harsh reality of life is that some people will only stay close to you as long as you are useful to them. As soon as you no longer serve a purpose, they move on. And that truth stings. It makes you question everything. But once you accept it, you gain a new kind of clarity. You stop expecting. You stop needing. So I let go. I stopped expecting. I stopped needing. And in doing so, I freed myself from the weight of disappointment. Third, the beauty of solitude. Most people fear being alone. They think solitude means loneliness. But let me tell you something. Being alone is the most peaceful thing I have ever experienced. No obligations, no forced conversations, no disappointments. Just me, my thoughts, and the sound of the wind outside my window. And you know what? I wouldn't trade it for anything. I have come to enjoy my own company in a way I never thought possible. I read more. I reflect more. I have conversations with myself that are more meaningful than the empty small talk I used to endure. I've come to understand that loneliness and solitude are two very different things. Loneliness is the absence of others. Solitude is the presence of yourself. Young people today are drowning in noise. Constant messages, endless distractions, an unshakable fear of being alone. But true peace comes when you stop seeking validation from others, when you embrace your own thoughts, when you realize that silence is not empty, it's full of answers. Fourth, the illusion of social circles. People love to surround themselves with others. They think the more people they know, the happier they will be. But let me tell you something. Most of those people don't truly care about you. They care about what you can do for them. They care about the image you project. They care about the benefits of knowing you. But the moment you are no longer useful, they forget your name. I spent years trying to maintain a large social circle, thinking it meant I was loved. I attended gatherings, I hosted dinners, I made sure to always be available. But when I truly needed support, I found that my friends were too busy. They had their own lives, their own priorities. And that's when I realized I had been investing in relationships that had no real foundation. Now, I no longer chase people. I no longer try to fit into spaces where I am not valued. I have found that a quiet evening alone brings me more joy than a crowded room filled with people who don't truly care. Fifth, true happiness comes from within. You don't need a big social circle to be happy. You don't need people to validate your worth. You don't need endless conversations to feel fulfilled. True happiness is an inside job. It comes from knowing who you are, accepting yourself fully, and realizing that your peace is worth more than any friendship that drains you. I have spent years chasing people, chasing friendships, chasing connection. But now I have found something greater. I have found peace in my own company. And in my golden years, I finally understand no friends are needed to live a happy, fulfilling life. Final words. A message to those who fear being alone. If you're afraid of being alone, ask yourself why. Is it because you truly need others? Or is it because you have never learned how to be happy by yourself? Because once you learn that solitude is not loneliness, but freedom, you will never fear it again. What do you think? Do you believe friendships are essential, or do you find peace in solitude? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective.